Hello, welcome to week 6, everybody. You have made it past the halfway point, and I have moved into my new office, although you cannot tell by looking behind me that it is very much more exciting than my last location. However, let's take a quick tour here. Look at that. I have my bookcase with all of my great stuff. I have a little chair here for you to come visit me. We can have some tea. There's some toys for you to play with. And eventually I will get things up on my walls. So I'm upstairs in C0113 at the Westminster campus. If you ever want to come meet with me, just go ahead and send me an email and let me know what time works best for you. So welcome to week 6. Let's take a look at in content here in the black navigation bar and week 6. Let's look at the checklist because that is where I walk you through what you need to do and when you need to do it by. So as you know, this week in week 5, we are wrapping up our essay number 2, the summary and response essay. Your feedback to each other in the workshop is due by Friday at midnight, and you have until let's go ahead and open up the checklist here. You have until Tuesday, July 5th. So I've extended this a little bit because of the 3-day weekend that's coming up, the holiday weekend. And I don't want you to have an assignment due on a day that we technically don't have class. So your final draft of essay number 2, the summary and response, is due in the Dropbox folder no later than 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday, July 5th. At the same time, however, you really want to be looking ahead this week. There are 2 really fast deadlines, and by the end of this week, we will be finishing up the very first part of our argument unit. So I'm going to walk you through the things on the checklist this week to make sure that you know what we're doing. I really encourage you to watch the introduction to argument video that I've made that goes along with the PowerPoint that I created. That is in the content section. There's also a link right here so that you can find it easily. That provides you a big picture overview of all of the parts of this assignment. Actually, maybe not the parts of the assignment, but argument in general, because the whole rest of the semester, so weeks 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, are all focused on argument. And we'll work our way through a research proposal, through some blog posts where we're looking at what other people have said about the issue that we are choosing to explore. You will also be writing an annotated bibliography, and we will wrap up the semester with a formal academic argument essay where you're going to persuade each other. And I know some of you are very excited about this. So please be sure to watch the introduction to argument video. It gives you a sense of what I mean by academic argument. It is certainly not debate where we're in each other's faces arguing and yelling and pointing fingers, but instead it is a much more civilized conversation. So be sure to watch that. Read about writing arguments in your textbook, and most importantly, take a tour of this assignment because the research proposal follows a very specific format. So you want to make sure that you fully understand the requirements of the assignment, and I will take you on a tour of that as usual, so be sure to take that tour with me and I'll walk you through all the details. You want to learn about asking research questions because that is the beginning of this whole adventure we are on. And there's another video for you to watch about finding research questions and some work to do in your textbook as well. Early deadline alert, all bold, all caps here. By Tuesday night, so the second you get back from that 3-day weekend, you want to make sure that you have already headed over to the Finding Your Research Question discussion board. There's some really important directions for how to do that, but you're going to need to complete all these other steps before you can tackle this discussion board. So you want to be thinking about, I know I need to finish up the final draft of essay number 2, but how am I looking ahead to these other assignments? And in college, as in the rest of your life, things don't happen in nice discrete packages where one part of your life is all wrapped up and then you could focus on the rest of it. As you know, our work and school and family and social lives happen all at once around us. So this is a good example mid-semester here of how those things are happening in our class. So you have an early deadline alert. By Tuesday night, you need to be ready to participate with your research question in the discussion board. As you're moving along through this week, you'll want to take a look at this example research proposal because it's always helpful to look at what someone else has done. You'll need to develop a research plan in order to write your research proposal, and you can do that by checking out some of the resources that I've included in D2L for us and the document that I created about writing the methodology and conclusion paragraph for your research proposal, which is a very specific part of this assignment. And then another deadline alert. We are really short turnaround for this assignment because it is pretty small. It shouldn't require a significant amount of work and effort on your part compared to, say, writing an actual essay. So I don't want you to think about this as an essay at all. This is just a piece of writing essay number 3, which will happen at the end of the semester. So we have a quick turnaround for it. You need to be able to upload your draft of your research proposal to the discussion board by Wednesday night. So we have another Wednesday through Friday writing workshop in week 6. And it's again not for an essay, so I don't want anyone to stress out about, oh my gosh, I have another big essay to write. You don't. You're doing a proposal that says, here's the question I want to explore. Here's what I know about it already. Here's what I need to investigate. Here's some places I think I can learn about that. So that is due by Wednesday night, and then you'll have Wednesday and Thursday, or part of Wednesday, depending on how early your classmates post. But you'll have all day Thursday and Friday to respond to your partners. And then finally, you need to make sure you start revising and editing that proposal because it's going to be due the Monday of week 7. So that is week 6 in a nutshell. It's a really fun and exciting way for me to see what it is you're interested in, and for you to really get grounded in the question you want to explore and that you want to commit to for weeks 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the last 5 weeks of the semester, you are officially at the halfway point. Congratulations. I'm so excited that you're all still here, and I can't wait to finish off the semester with all of you. So enjoy this 3-day weekend coming up if you can. I know many of you will be working. If you can spend some time with your friends and family, that's great. Make sure you take a little bit of time to plan out what you're doing for class so that you don't miss these early deadlines that are popping up here in week 6. So take care, everybody, and if you need me, you know where to find me. Bye.